man getting bit by an alligator is strange.
Swallow this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Reasonably Afraid Horror Podcast. I'm B, your resident horror bunny, here to remind you, don't buy bunnies for Easter. We're not toys. We're real, living, breathing animals. Did you know 90% of bunnies given as gifts for Easter never make it to their first birthday? The horror! Every Easter, humans buy us bunnies and then realize we're not easy pets. We actually require constant care and commitment, exotic vets, lots of space to roam. And did you know we can live up to 15 years? Yeah, 15 years. So if you're thinking of buying a bunny for Easter, make sure you do the research. We make wonderful pets if you have the love and patience in your heart. And a lot of money too doesn't hurt. If you don't, well, maybe just buy a stuffed toy or some chocolate instead. Thank you for listening. Have a happy Easter and enjoy the show.
Welcome back to Reasonably Afraid. It's your mommy's favorite mommy's podcast.
Yeah.
That's right. I got my co-host with me as always, Ray Reyes.
What up? So many mommies, not enough poppies.
True.
And that's how we like it.
Oh.
And our other co-host with us today, it is our buddy Sean Dolan.
Hello. Welcome.
And a special treat for us. You guys back by popular demand, and by that we mean it's easier to bring him sometimes.
Producer Turner.
Producer Turner, everybody. Give it up for Producer Turner. Yay.
I don't know. He's somewhere under the table right now. I don't know.
He's on my lap, actually.
As you can see from all the bunny bunny objects, Easter
Everything's
shit.
content now.
That's sad.
It's all content.
This is content. Eat it.
I know it is sad.
Today we're talking about Bunnyman from 2011/2019 because we did the Grindhouse cut. It's rated R somehow. I think it's rated in. I think it's not rated, and then somebody just.
Somebody
just
it's,
said it was R.
Yeah.
I think they self-called that R.
Yeah,
I don't
just
think
full on pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 90 minutes long. We're going to be talking about this movie. Before we get into it, I just want to say up top that this movie's bad.
This movie is really bad.
It's not good.
Not in any way, shape, or form is this movie good.
Yeah, I actually don't recommend watching it.
Yeah, don't fucking waste your time.
No. Watch it with some friends. Get really high and watch it with some friends. Or really drunk and watch it with some friends.
I actually think it would just make the vibes weird, and whoever recommended the movie would lose status in the friend group.
Oh yeah, you would not be invited back.
We kind of need them to watch the movie to make any of this episode make sense. So
we'll describe it.
Yeah,
this is good enough. Yeah,
this is good enough.
Fine, do what you want, man. Okay, I tried to warn you.
So, but I do want to say
this is worse than Thanksgiving 3.
Man, just listen to the sound of that movie.
I was physically violent during Thanksgiving 3.
Yeah,
like
really? He was writhing.
Yeah, you ever see someone who doesn't know how to control their emotions while they're playing Call of Duty? That's how I was during Thanksgiving.
He reacted to every poor plot point or dialogue or shot that he didn't like, as though you died in a video game.
Yeah.
Come on!
Are you fucking kidding me?
And that's someone who can control. I can control my emotions, and this movie still it made me want to lose that skill.
Yeah. You watched it at work.
Yeah,
which seems wild.
I was alone in the office, and I left at one point. Like I just went out.
And found work to do.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go talk to some patients. And
Rashawn doesn't smoke cigarettes, but he went outside to smoke a cigarette. Yeah. There's like a need a break.
My cigarette was just labor.
I'll quit this break to go do some work.
God.
Okay,
what the fuck is a Grindhouse cut first?
All right, but before we jump into it, I do want to say this.
Jumping into it?
I do want to just hold on. I do want to say, anybody who's ever tried to make anything knows that trying to make a movie is really fucking hard. Yeah, so this is not excuse anything.
No.
But they do get credit for taking the initiative to shoot something and put it out. It is some of this stuff, as we talked about, some of this stuff when we were watching it, it's actually well done. So
Yeah, I mean, there was somebody on that thing that was just like, no, I have worth ethic, not like the rest of you fucking degenerates.
Yeah.
but it didn't all come together, and sometimes that's just how it
Yeah.
works with a project or
This is
something. taken
sometimes
off.
it was a
come
camera.
fuck, dude. Okay, don't be already too nice on them. Okay, it didn't all come together.
I gotta say the nice
They
thing
didn't
first.
have the thing. It wasn't like there was a complete puzzle. They was just not put together. No, this shit was just 4 different boxes all scrambled together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, and I think it's important because we're going to be very mean about
We are
this.
going to
Yeah,
be really
yeah.
mean. We haven't been this
Fine,
mean
it's
about
easy.
a movie in a long time.
Yes,
But I do want to say before we get mean,
they tried hard.
But they did it. And that's what
hold
pisses me off.
I kept but I just want to say then to counteract your okay, fine. Say
Right,
your
let
sob
him say
story.
his thing, let him say his
his thing. Go.
fucking dickheads, both of you. I'm just saying that in order to take on a project like this, complete it and put it out, it is hard work, even if they did things incorrectly or it wasn't necessarily in a way that was entertaining or good. It is difficult to do. Like,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
It's
No,
like
I mean,
saying-
even just getting the 3 of us together sometimes
Yeah.
is difficult.
oh, 100%.
I-
If you said go build a house and you went and built it and it was all fucked up, the effort and labor of doing that is still a lot. It's
You wouldn't make someone live in it. You'd tear it down. If it's an unlivable house, don't fucking live in it.
There's a lot of
If it's an unwatchable movie, let's not watch it, man.
There's a lot of contractors who would disagree with what you're saying.
That's a really good point.
Hey, and those guys would have had a hand in this movie. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to be so rude because I did think about that multiple times throughout watching, but I also did think, gosh, I know myself, and genuinely, I would have been like, I'm not putting this out.
Yeah.
I'll rather just never produce anything, and that's what I do too much.
And that's what separates the people who get to make a long, successful career and people that just do passion projects. It's a lot like
dignity.
stand-up.
Yeah.
Self-awareness, I think, is but there are a lot of people in this movie who went on to do real shit.
yeah.
So
That's pretty good for them.
Because at least
good.
they do, they follow. At least they put it out. I guess they put out.
Yeah, because honestly, you put out a straight-to-DVD movie in 2011. I mean, no one cared. So what?
That's what their production name was No One Cares Production.
That's actually true.
Really?
It's in the credits.
It's in the credits. It's
amazing.
It's like, what do you expect from this movie if you're just gonna say no one cares? Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, I get don't put it on whatever this. What was this? Split TV?
Sling.
Slit TV?
Slit TV.
Clit TV, man. Don't put on Clit TV and then like other people have to watch. Just show your friends. then.
Where is Clit TV? I can't find it.
Yeah, man. Full frontal.
Yeah, you get to see some clit almost.
Yeah.
Wait, can you answer the question though? Tell the audience over there, man, what is Grindhouse? What's the difference?
So Grindhouse is referring to the independently ran theaters in New York and other places where if you didn't have a drive-in to show the B movies or like the independently made movies or the old school stuff that's cheaper to buy up and show if you're someone who's running a movie, right? If you're running a movie theater. The people who ran theaters in cities had to run them. Like you couldn't have a drive-in, right? So in New York is the most prominent example. You had a theater that was the shitty theater where you could show the shitty movies, but you could also see cool, cutting-edge, new, independently made stuff. And in between all of that are people that are just really trying to get their independently made movies shown somewhere, and there's a reason why nobody would buy it. There's some people
money
nobody
laundering.
Wait, but this was made in freaking 2011 was the Grindhouse?
So the original is from 2011. We watched the Grindhouse cut, which is when probably a third of the movie has the Grindhouse 70s film filter.
They're trying to make it look like Grindhouse movies from that time period.
Yeah.
Oh, it's inspired by that time period. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, the
That's
Grindhouse.
why at times like the filter was just obnoxious as fuck because they're trying to make it look like an old movie.
I see.
Now, in some ways, they used it artistically in a way that helps with probably the poor production of the 2011 production of the film, right?
You're saying that's artistic?
When in some chances they used it, in some instances they used it to transition scenes, and then instead of having a weird jump cut that didn't make sense, you're able to go, oh, like now you use that once or twice.
I do think that this movie could have been even worse. Like I do.
It can. It's called the 2011. It might be better, but I doubt it. I don't think. I think they use the Grindhouse thing. Now, creatively, it's a good idea to go like, oh, what can we do to like immerse people in this idea that this is an old film, so it would make sense that there is a jump cut, or it makes sense because back in the day, people shot those independent films on real film. So the kind of, and it's the cheap secondhand. Remember we talked about the split ends. So they're shooting on stuff like that, and it's constant. It's like degraded film, like the canisters aren't on all the way sometimes, and the exposure's off, like all kinds of stuff like that. So there's moments that they do use it for the film, but then they got carried away. Instead of going, oh, we can use this as this quick little transition moment. That would be kind of cute and funny. Right. Instead, like at Fight Club, where they do the cigarette burn thing. Yeah. But in this, they're like, let's do it the whole time. Yeah. But then forget. That's crazy. Yeah. To forget the filter. I assume it's forget, right? Like. Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, probably partly forgetting, which is crazy because all you have to do is like put an overlay over the whole fucking thing, and then like fucking pull the opacity down on the filter, and bam, you got it, dude.
See that?
That's it.
This is why you hire us.
Yeah. Why would you do it on individual scenes? Like the whole idea is that the entire fucking footage is old.
It's a Grindhouse movie?
It's so fucking stupid.
It would be fun to take an old Grindhouse movie and then insert new footage and pretend like that was like it's like 4K. But yeah, so that's what the Grindhouse thing is.
Okay.
Let's just jump into some stuff real quick. The writer, director, producer, Carl Lindbergh. His first movie was Shadow of the Dead from 2004, Shattered Lives in 2009, but then he would go on to make the trilogy that is The Bunnyman, The Bunnyman Massacre, and Bunnyman Vengeance.
Wait, they really made 3 of these?
Yep.
That's insane.
He currently has a movie in post-production called The Day They Arrive.
See, that's what I was worried about.
They made more?
You people.
You need to be stopped.
Honestly, I was thinking, I bet you there's a lot of people like me right now that are watching this seasonally. Because it's a fucking bunny on Easter.
Right.
But that's what you do. You give them an in. And then they make slop like this.
I'm getting more. This movie makes me more on board with AI.
Yeah. They could have done this.
Yeah.
I'm going to have another peep on our Easter episode.
I do, man.
You want another one?
I'm good. Honestly, I was never too big into peeps. They fucking... Thanks, man.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Shouldn't say that on the Easter episode, man.
Yeah. All right, we're going to have to pick this up because Zach's got a mouthful of peeps.
Well, tell the folks at home what's going on in the bunny.
Zach usually has a mouthful of peeps.
It's a killer bunny. What did you think was happening, man? Right? That's the movie. There's not really an intro per se. They're just on a freaking road trip or something.
So
they don't explain it. They don't explain what they're doing there.
The craziest thing is that
there's 6 white. Here's the most unbelievable thing is 6 white people pushing themselves in a packed Toyota Camry.
Yeah,
like it was just like what are you Puerto Ricans? What's happening here?
You never met poor white people?
Yeah, I've met poor white people. Right. That's true.
And do they look like it? They don't.
No, they don't.
They look like they come from wealth.
No, because if they were poor, if they were also poor white people, that bunny would have had a way harder time killing them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they would have put up a better fight.
Oh yeah,
for sure. He's already exhausted. So we do open on actually for the Grindhouse cut. They take scenes from the trilogy, cut them all together in a 6-minute long expositional opening, so that you know the whole story.
That's what it was.
I was trying to figure that out because I was just like, is this a sequel?
Just for anyone who wants to make films out there. Your exposition at any point never needs to be 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
especially when you're covering the first movie again, but with a filter over most of it.
Yeah. And also when the exposition is just a guy monologuing on, like, if you didn't show the images and you just had the speech, could have been about anything. He was just using vocabulary.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally like putting in sound epic speech on ChatGPT. And that's what it was like, through the flames of forgery and the waters of deep sadness.
Through the check forging.
Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about?
By the oceans of depression.
Yeah. Come swimming over on Easter's day, and then you're like, oh, there, okay, he's got that. This is the movie.
Oh, he's at Easter.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, so they do that, and it is completely unnecessary. Where the film would normally start is there's some teenagers driving down a back road somewhere, which is a great way to start a horror movie. How it should start. I think I'm guessing that the director was like, oh, the only people who are going to be watching this mostly are going to be like people who love this movie, or we're going to get some new people that maybe we can convince them to watch the trilogy, but they don't allude to the trilogy, so you don't know that's what that is.
Yeah.
So then it's just confusing. You're like, why are you showing me everything? Another thing that was annoying, they kept showing how those people die, but they only do it to two of them. The two of the people in the movie, when the camera cuts to them, they show how they're going to die later. They give it away.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that before. It was like, oh, we're just going to spoil the movie mid-movie. Why? Do they think it was like, oh, this is foreshadowing? No, you're just showing it.
Yeah. It's for what?
No, absolutely no reason whatsoever.
It's not foreshadowing. It's for in your face.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
at least
sense.
5 shadowing.
Oh, so
man.
now I know. Now I know
better.
she's gonna die. So what's the point in watching this movie now?
Well, there was never any to begin with. I don't know. I think they realized that. They're like, listen, okay, if you have places to go, she will die. But
okay, so let's just get into it. Once we're past the exposition, we got the friends that are all in their car together driving somewhere. I genuinely cannot even recall if they say what they're doing or
I
where they're
don't believe
going.
so.
Not at all.
I'll be honest, and I'm not even exaggerating. I think I know that because it took me. I clicked on the movie when I got fed up, like where I was like, I was thinking about just turning it off and be like, hey, actually, I don't think I want to watch this. It was just under 10 minutes. It was 9 minutes in, and I remember just thinking, fuck you, this is not how you start the movie. I don't care. I don't actually care. There was a stupidest with that guy, but he's just what did they do to piss him off again? Where he starts chasing him.
Oh, they just went around him.
Yeah. It was so.
Well, now hold on. Let's put in the world of the universe of it.
Yeah, no,
right?
I know. I'm not saying.
In the real world, would that bother you? Sometimes people do that to me, and I'm just like, "Oh, the tough guy," but I don't try to run him off the road.
And
Well,
people
you're
might
not an
get pissed.
unhinged murderer and a bunny suit.
Okay,
I
but
guess.
maybe no, exactly. And I thought you might go there, but here's the. But
you
here's the
have to
thing.
look at it through
when
the
it's
lens of
happening
what's
though.
happening.
They're still like just going at like they're the guys like already like hit off some car, made it fall off the cliff and blow up,
Dude.
which is. Insane. And then no communication to the rest of the car. The guy looks in the back seat and sees that happen.
Yeah.
And then doesn't. The guy's just still knocked out in the back. And I'm like,
no reaction.
what is going on?
Yeah.
Which is also the beginning of a trope that happens throughout the rest of the movie that they are creating the trope of, which is constantly using stock footage from the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which again, too heavy-handed. If you did it once or twice, it could be a funny thing that you inserted into a movie, and then people like laugh and they go like, "Oh, that's funny. Like that's quirky," and then you move on.
There was a point in that scene too where like they were like make him hit the other car.
It's so funny.
I was just like, why? What kind of fucking psychopath are you? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that?
I think you guys deserve to die.
Yeah, you're gonna like. I'm like okay with him killing you now. Make him hit another car. Were you fucking insane?
We should talk about real quick the cinematographer who I will say
Were there multiple cinematographers?
I'm just gonna shot in the dark with this. I'm sure the director probably multiple times was taking over. Too much of this is too different. There's no way.
Yeah, it's actually like all jarring, and I don't even notice those things usually.
Yeah.
This guy. Okay, this cinematographer. He did a movie in 2010 called Logan, which is not obviously the one that we all know. And
why is that obvious? Oh, time.
Yeah, 2010, Sean.
Yeah, he did this movie and Logan, and that's his only credits.
And then he also did some other small things, smaller movies. But he did a Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall video for someone, and then after that, he got into being the camera op, which is what he's probably very good at because he went on to do all of Cupcake Wars. And even some couple episodes of America's Most Wanted. The dude is like a decent cameraman.
Yeah,
he was just with the wrong crew, you know.
Yeah, I love that he's doing like memorial footage for veterans, or it's just like, hey man, I've made some retiree like fucking veteran videos too. I'm not putting it on my IMDb.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I was gonna interrupt and be like, I think Ray's done that.
Yeah, I think this was specifically like for like the Vietnam Memorial, like work for them type thing instead of like a for a random veteran or something.
Okay. He's putting it in his IMDb.
His name is John Grove II. So if you ever want somebody to do your Vietnam memorial,
yeah, you want a really good like retire veteran video, I'll edit it. You call this guy for cinematographer.
He'll shoot it. Yeah,
he'll shoot it.
The composer is Peter Scartabello, and he did a bunch of movies you've never heard of, but one of them that I like the name is The Brazilian Templar Mystery. That's fun.
That's fun.
Why would Templar Knights be in Brazil?
That's why it's fun.
Well, it's a mystery. You're already asking the right questions.
And he currently works on, or has worked on, a film or TV series, I think it's called First Word in Horror. So clearly he's like, finding his way towards real work. Good for him. Yeah. Okay, so back to our friends here in the car. Things aren't going well for them as they're being chased by the giant truck. They do the reasonable thing, which is pull over to talk to him.
Which they were also like, we can't outrun him. I know like 20 Puerto Ricans with Toyota Camrys that would completely disagree.
Yeah,
a '94 Toyota Camry is pretty fucking quick, dog.
It's a big fucking truck. Dude.
Yeah, you would have fucking definitely outrun him.
Yeah, it's diesel. You can get out of there. What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
Here's an idea.
Outrun him. Yes, you can.
Hey, your turning radius is pretty tight. Comparatively,
yeah.
Go the other way. It's going to take him a 5-point turn to turn the fucking
hit that
truck.
fucking emergency brake and fucking drift that U-turn out and dip, dog. Fucking play Daddy Yankee on the way out, bro.
Okay, so they pull over. They try to confront him. They all argue about who's going to get out and talk to him. Which Rachel is the one who sacks up. Rachel is played by Cheryl Texiera, I think is how you say it. She was in a bunch of TV stuff. She's in an episode of Parks and Rec, Shameless, Happy Endings, The Mentalist, Mike and Molly. Always Sunny. She was in
Always Sunny?
Yep, she was in a couple episodes of Always Sunny. And
who was she in Always Sunny?
No idea. And she was also in...
Oh, good.
She had a regular role in Girl Meets World, the Boy Meets World sequel reboot thing.
Wow.
Yeah, what's she doing? She's been in Always Sunny. What's she doing? Does she do stand-up?
I don't think so.
But
But
look her up on Instagram.
Yeah.
I bet she does stand-up.
Okay.
I bet you everyone in this film does stand-up.
God, I fucking hope not.
And I see you at a mic. We're fucking fist fighting.
So Rachel approaches the car or the truck, and he just knocks her down with the door. And then she's like, "Ow, my arm!"
Oh, I hated that.
There was a way
absurd.
to make that look more realistic, and
Absolutely.
they did not take the time to.
No, not even a second.
Also, what kind of boundaries
probably-
does this woman have? Like, she just tried to open the door. Like, what's wrong with you?
She had
What are
been
you,
yelling.
a police officer?
She had been yelling for a moment.
Yeah.
For a few moments. But yeah, if the dude's like trying to kill you with his giant truck, I probably wouldn't rip his door open. Have you met truck drivers? What are you doing?
Yeah.
It feels like every time they have like a sort of moment where they're like, could we make this more realistic, or does this decision making make sense? They're like, makes sense. This movie's dog shit. Who cares?
Who cares, dude?
And then
Throw it in there.
the other insane idea is instead of trying to drive away after he's in park in the opposite direction or whatever you would do, they decide we're going to wait him out.
Oh,
Which doesn't make any fucking sense.
Also, good for a movie too.
It's doing nothing.
Yeah. Wait it out. Oh, as the viewer, I loved when you picked that choice. And wait, I have one more too. The guy's like, sort of like when they're showing the person dying in the little foreshadowing. He's like, wait, won't that be a spoiler? Spoilers. This movie's dog shit.
You know, I didn't think you were going to keep saying this movie. I thought you were joking the first time you called it dog shit.
No.
Why? I would never joke about this.
Oh, shit my pants right now just to prove a point.
Oh, we did forget about the
As long
girl.
as you keep signing my checks, I don't give a fuck, dude. I got to pay my rent.
We did forget about the girl who is in the junkyard who is running from the Bunnyman, and she jumps into the back of the truck that's chasing them the whole time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's actually how it really starts. And she jumps in the back of the truck.
Yeah, we forgot about her the way the entire cast. They're like, oh, yeah, he's got a girl in the truck. We got to kill somebody. Somebody's all bring her back.
Well, the funniest part is she's like, oh no, I'm stuck in the truck of this like killer bunny guy.
Nothing was keeping her in the truck.
Climb the fuck out. What are you doing?
The entire time. She could have got out the second the truck started moving.
Yeah. So he got...
Climb out? This movie's dog shit. I'm not going to climb out. That's not my contract.
So Bunnyman loses them because they escape while he's not paying attention. But he gets bored and decides it's time to rip someone in half with some chains. This could have been...
Oh, my God. I just...
No,
her legs gets ripped off. Her leg gets ripped off. Mm-hmm. And then when you see her again, she's just a torso.
Yeah.
But you only see her leg get ripped out of her pants.
Which is funny because all they had to do was show the chain get pulled and her scream, cut to her screaming, and then you see the truck take off and blood's everywhere, and then you cut back and then she's in half. Why would you keep the leg? Like...
Because the prop department needed something to do that day.
The prop department is the director going, if we don't get this right, we're never going to be famous.
I got a leg in my garage. I have a leg in my garage.
I actually think like that this movie is actually like in all seriousness, was it supposed to be more of a comedy? Is that what they were going for?
I think so.
Like, but like
they just didn't.
Just
make
by
it
like it feels like I would just label it comedy and then take a few paces down and then be like, okay, and horror, I guess. But they didn't want to fucking commit. I mean, they had that, like they had such absurd moments where like they're fucking, one of the guys dies,
right?
And they start singing, they like have the song about him dying, like,
hilarious.
That was like a funny thing. I was like, okay, then
that was
in.
actually funny.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's where I was like, that was a moment where I was like, all right, then lean in, like, don't, like, why are you doing this? Like, the next scene is just them acting fucking shitty acting and just doing nothing and just talking and just being regular people but dumb and shitty actors.
Yeah. I get the feeling that because a lot of these people have real credits and have done real acting. I get the feeling like their script was a sentence that said, "And now this happens," and then he was like, "All right."
But why? What direction is that? If you're going to incorporate that absurd, the National Geographic sequence where they start being like it just takes them, you're in some like documentary thing they do out of nowhere when they're just traveling. It's like, oh, they start narrating the wildlife, but then it fucking right when it finishes that sequence, it just cuts them just walking, and there's no like prop. Why not give them props and have the props department do something? Fucking have them like look like they just got done saying that sequence. It was
because they filmed everything. And then the director edited in all of that stuff and had other people do voiceover.
Yeah,
really?
It does seem like
literally.
Like he was just like he was trying to make a horror, and then as he was doing it, he realized I have a bunch of real life actors who depend on me for rent right now, and they were like, "Hey, man, like." I know you're shooting a horror movie, but this is kind of bad. And he was like, oh, no, it's a comedy. It's a comedy. I forgot to tell you guys it's a comedy.
I'll fix it in post.
The moment when they were all standing around looking at a Halloween store fake leg, and they were like, this isn't special effects. And he was like, no.
No, you don't get it. You get it. It's actually supposed to be funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
We're actually doing a satire on Grindhouse.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
You're going to love it. It's nothing like a Grindhouse movie. Don't worry. We'll retroactively go back 8 years later. And
don't worry.
We're
We're going to fix it into special edition. I promise.
But that's really what pissed me off, because I was trying to think, actually, and maybe, I don't know what you guys think about this, but like when I was watching it, like the question in my brain kept going, like, why did the last movie we just watched, or I watched at least with you guys, Leprechaun, feel better? Like, substantially,
because it was intentional. It had
but this felt like it was trying to be intentional. Did it not? I don't know.
I feel like it wasn't being intentional. I feel like it was.
It was afterward they tried to.
It feels like everything is an afterthought in this movie. Like everything was like trying to cover up what they were fucking up with. Because that like even like the audio is like very much like, oh, this is all patchwork. Even like the putting on a Grindhouse filter, it's like, oh, this is all patchwork. So I think that it was the same thing with the script, where they're like, they wanted to make something that was like sort of serious and goofy, like Evil Dead-ish, but then like retroactively they were like, this is not dark enough or like funny enough. Even like close to like funny enough that like maybe if we just up the funny, we'll make it better. And it was like, no, dude, like it's already dog shit.
It's the intentionality behind it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's like there wasn't a level of commitment in the beginning to like really try to put something together, and then everything else was just like, oh fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it felt very much in the same category of like, no offense to Leprechaun, because this movie's actually made me appreciate it so much more after watching it. I was like,
a little bit, right?
I was like, fucking, Leprechaun really did have that thing going on, man.
Yeah,
it was like, where it was like,
it was
is
charming
on paper
way,
bad. I was gonna use that word actually,
Yeah.
but it was like had this charm, and it was actually genuinely did get laughs. Like, but this one, I was like, why am I so pissed off to when they're clearly making a joke? I'm still refusing
upset
to get into it. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't like what you're subjecting me to.
That's how we feel about Zach's set. But, sorry.
Why are you going to me?
I don't know. It was between you and Sean, and I just felt like it was funnier to go at you for some reason.
Okay.
I was like, well, Sean's still 5 years in.
Good choice, mate.
I was like, Zach could take it. He's 10 years
Zach
in.
won't believe me.
Hey, before you go away, I'm curious. Do you agree? Is that the only thing you think? Is that what separates it? Like in that category of like kind of like it seems like bad, maybe cheaply done, but it's like there's one has charm and one is
100%,
funny with it.
100%.
It's just the intention behind it. Is that really the biggest differential?
I've seen a bunch of these things. This came out at a time when people were still. I mean, people still make the homemade straight to DVD type thing that they go like, oh, we actually finished, because most people that start stuff don't finish it. So I think that the people that do, they go like, well, it's not very good, but it would be kind of cool just to have it put out somewhere, because that's like, we worked hard, why not, right?
Yeah.
And what are people going to not like it? Who gives a shit? It's never going to get to a point where anybody would talk about it beyond like maybe some dickheads on a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, so money laundering.
I don't think any money was brought into this situation at all.
Yeah.
I don't know how they paid these actors. I think did they all use fake names or something? I don't know how they did
feel like this movie is a good advertisement for bringing cocaine back to Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, the 80s was bad, but at least it was fun.
Yeah, at least we're all coked up.
Honestly, Jaws 3 was better than this.
Yeah, Jaws 3 was better than this.
It's bad, but it's fun.
Yeah, because it was just fun to watch Dennis Quaid get fucking coked up and throw himself over a fucking go-kart.
It's so fun that Dennis Quaid doesn't remember that it happened.
Yeah,
so,
that's great.
That's how you know you had a good time. But yeah, so it was made during that time when everybody was just like, it was becoming very commonplace for horror enthusiasts to try and make their own thing. But a lot of them hadn't gone to film school, hadn't really done any real research. And this is also before like, like now you can go and find like channels that are devoted to this stuff. But back then it was like you either copied somebody's thing to the best of your ability or tried your own original thing, which, can lead you off into some pretty weird places.
So then, even though this feels like it's in the same camp as Leprechaun, it's like it's a totally different scale. Too,
this is in the camp of
Thanksgiving. This
is Thanksgiving, but you could tell somehow he got a little more money, not enough to make it great or anything, but he got a little more money and was able to hire actors.
Pissed it away.
Yeah. Because they spent all the money on real actors, which didn't matter because the script, if the script existed, it's not very good. So you basically squandered the use of real actors who had done actual work before.
Yeah.
And so now you're basically losing out on any money you could have spent on special effects when you could have just got your friends to do it like they did in Thanksgiving. They shot that for $3,000. Like,
Jesus, yeah.
Like, and they made technically a whole movie. So that's the thing, and that's why Thanksgiving people still watch it and go like, "Oh, this is a bunch of friends that made a thing."
Yeah,
this feels like they're trying and it's not working.
Yeah,
which is very different, right?
That's why literally, like, I honestly, I don't know what it was, but it did feel like, again, that's why I wanted to compare it to Leprechaun. Yeah. But it's like, yeah, I guess it is different scales. Yeah. But it felt like they were trying to be at that level, but it got me pissed off.
Yeah.
Well, and the skull.
Okay,
thing.
so what was worse? Because like in comparison, this or Ouija?
I feel this. I don't know if it's recency bias. I remember Ouija pissing me off, but
but it was actually well shot, though.
Yeah.
It didn't make a lot of money, too.
I don't want to say money's the answer, but it did feel like at least I was like, this feels like there's a skeleton of something here. Like this, I genuinely wanted to turn off so bad so many times.
Yeah, it was Ouija was like polished dog shit, but at least someone took the time to polish it.
Yeah, at least they sprayed it with Febreze.
The whole you can't polish a turd thing. It applies to that, right? It's a golden covered dog shit.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like, hey, we brought you some dog shit. Like,
don't worry, we didn't touch it.
Yeah. And then 8 years later, he's like, well, we kind of tried.
Yeah. We saw that you like that gold dog shit, so we just got you real dog shit. I trust me, it's organic. It's better for you. Okay. We don't put all the chemicals in it.
I'll give him a little bit of credit. And in this. He saw an opportunity with streaming buying up in like 2018, 2019. Streaming platforms were running out of it's so expensive to buy the rights to these famous movies to be able to show them, right? All the streaming platforms, if you look, they all buy up kind of dog shit. And then they go like, oh, well, we can make some money off of the people who inadvertently, do this. Watch these movies. So this guy re-released this in 2019.
Oh yeah.
So he was able to probably make some money off the recut just by putting it out. And so a little bit of ingenuity there.
I will think about this guy every time I'm like coming up to rent and I'm like, man, am I going to make it? I'm going to think about this and be like, I could sell anything, dude.
What holidays are coming up?
That's literally horror in the 80s. So they made Halloween and everybody's like, what other holidays could you kill people on? And then somebody's like, all of them. Just try a little.
Nobody's done MLK though, right?
I don't know, man.
Or is that Freddy?
Dude,
I have a dream.
No one killed anyone else.
You know what?
I mean, people have killed people at Martin Luther King.
That would be a great like black horror like satire to make. That'd be great.
Yeah, except we can never do it.
No. I'm giving that idea up. Hey, you have my blessing.
You have a.
I don't have any money to help, but I got a good idea.
I don't need it. I don't even need a credit.
You don't even have to. Yeah, you don't have to. Please don't tell people I came up with it.
It just says idea in the credits.
Yeah. Idea Sean Dolan, white.
Yeah,
it's actually a picture of me right next to it for some reason, smiling with thumbs up.
With like a parentheses that's like, maybe, depending how offended you feel about it.
Okay, proof that this movie was meant to try and be funny. I think part of it is when the truck finds them after they've crashed, after they took off the second time, and the truck rams them and runs over the kid. They have like a full-on skull that has been like it no longer has skin on it.
It doesn't even make sense.
They were being funny.
They were trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And it was, again, just not even... I don't even know what the joke would be there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I was like. Yeah, I was like, it's not. It is trying to be funny. I feel like that was clear from a few other scenes too. But I was like, it's just not doing anything for me, and I'm pissed off.
And it's not consistent in tone.
Honestly, that was the best part about the movie because he died the way I always hoped my father would, underneath a car.
And honestly, how I thought it would happen. I figured somebody would be mad at his alternator.
Kind of think that's how it was going to happen, but
I figured
never did.
Somehow somebody that got a bad alternator from him showed up to murder him.
And I always think about that's how I'm going to die every fucking time I get under a car, dude.
It's probably going to be me.
Kicking the jack from under it.
I'm gonna break him. Oh no. Okay.
And it's crazy that the first half of the movie was better than the second.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we've said. I mean,
the cinematography is better
worse.
in the second half.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, well,
But the
always use a safety jack. Car thing, sorry.
Which is who dies in that scene, Jack.
Oh.
Yeah, because he didn't have a safety jack. Nor did he jack the car up at all.
No, he climbed under the sand. Scott Kuza is who played that guy, Jack. He was in a movie called Hunter Green, another one called Barbie's Kenny, whatever that is, and some other stuff you've never heard of. Congratulations to him. He's still working, still getting bit parts and stuff, so keep up the good work, Scott.
Good for you, man.
Well done, Scott.
No, honestly, good for him.
Was that the guy who died under the car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good hustle, Scott. All right, moving on. So now we're walking. We got to get somewhere. That's where we get a legitimately funny part of the movie. Might be the only really funny part.
Yeah.
Besides the part that is funnier now of showing the Twin Towers when they go back in time to New York.
Yeah.
And it's just stock footage of New York in the 70s. And then they didn't even make a joke about the Twin Towers. You had the joke right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, and it was made in 2011.
Yeah, they could have said, hey, we could stop 9/11. Like, we don't have time. You know? I don't know.
But then, you were able to go through, you were able to go back in time.
Yeah.
But you weren't able to get away from the killer bunny.
That's what makes it funny.
So there is a very funny song about Jack dying under the car.
That was actually the best part.
Yeah.
It is kind of hit though. Like it kind of slapped a little bit.
Your friend died under the car.
Yeah.
No, but it's weird because I'm like, I feel like in that moment, I'm like, am I watching a better movie? No. Because it's like, this is not part of.
Yeah.
Keep it going then. Do that whole thing. You can't do a song like that and then just for 10 minutes at the end of the movie just have this weird sequence of them like fucking being serenaded by a bunny and shit and like when they're captured and she's just like what was going on in that whole ending sequence? Like
I'm pretty sure we'll get there.
But like the point is that like just, why are we doing these two different like you're gonna have a movie like a song that's just clearly a comedic song where they're just on the nose talking about what just happened and then have no jokes for 15 minutes. It's like, that's not the same movie then.
I have an idea. At 20 minutes, when they come back from the time travel part, is when the Grindhouse filter comes off. And by comes off, I mean they forgot to put it back on.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Or they just didn't put it back on because there was nothing to cover up in that scene.
Right. Yes. Which is ironic because the better it's shot, the better the filter's going to look on it.
Yep.
But
fucking idiots.
But this is where we can do some retroactive work on things. If they had never gone back to more scenes with the filter on it, and they said at 20 minutes they time travel, and now there's no Grindhouse filter, so they went back to the 70s when Grindhouse would have been around. Right. And for some reason, they altered the existence of Grindhouse film. And so now you come back and the movie can't be Grindhouse because it's clean cut.
Whoa. I mean, whoa.
Fuck you.
Well, they ruined it by going back to the Grindhouse thing again. However,
you know what I kept thinking while they were walking in the woods and they were like, why are all these crosses upside down? It was just like, are they crosses that are upside down or did they just bury the crosses too deep? You don't know.
Yeah. Well, I also like that girl's like, what does it mean? He's like, you don't even want to know.
Yeah.
You're like, why do you not know? Why can you not explain this quickly?
Yeah. What does it mean? It actually doesn't mean what you think it means. You fucking, all of you are idiots. I'm not gonna do it.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
How many more facts we got? Go ahead.
All right, they see a bunch of trees with bones in bags, and they did not bother to take them out of the actual netting that they sell those bones in when you go to Spirit Halloween.
They were just the
Actually,
packages.
that's funny. I did not know that.
They took the paper off that says bones in a bag, and then they hung them up in trees. They didn't bother to make them look old or dirty or anything. The bones are white, and the bags are clean black netting. Could have tossed them around in the dirt a little or something.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, but I'm sure they thought that was funny.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I must have missed that part.
There was one good
fine.
line that came right after that where she, like, the girl was like, "There's bones in the bag. That's not a proper burial." And he was just like, "Did you know?" She was like, "No," and he was like, "Then don't worry about it." Like,
Great point. Mind your fucking business.
mind your fucking business, lady.
To be fair, yeah, this guy that they meet when they finally find the redneck, he's kind of an asshole, but also, the fuck are you doing out here? Get
Worst
out here.
Southern accent I've ever heard in my
pretty bad.
fucking life, dude.
Pretty rough.
There's a guy who's never left South New Jersey.
What y'all guys doing right here?
It's like, what the fuck is happening?
That
dude?
was too good for that.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, that was genuinely better than I thought it was.
genuinely better.
He
His shirt was like too clean. It was just dirty up at the top,
Yeah,
and then the
yeah.
rest
And the
of
rest
it was
is normal?
like fucking super white. And I was just like, that's not how that works.
Also-
The rest of his shirt would also be dirty.
yeah, he's got a little plastic toy shotgun, and they didn't bother to do the sound design where you add in the real noise of a shotgun.
So it
being
sounded like plastic plastic cock.
Yeah, he's not pumping it. He's not actually cocking. Like, it's the sound of plastic hitting plastic. It's incredible to leave that way. And again, maybe they thought it was funny.
Yeah, they're like, isn't it funny that this redneck is pumping a plastic cock? And I was like, okay, cool, but like, are you saying that implicitly?
It's bad when the guy is like, I want to see that girl's ass, and then I'll let you use the phone, and then they're like, no.
You know what's weird? I wasn't uncomfortable about the statement. I was more uncomfortable with his acting.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It would have been uncomfortable regardless, but he acted it so poorly and had such a poor southern accent. You're like, I don't even believe this guy.
Yeah.
I think he likes men. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But this is not adding up. So he fires a gun to chase them off. They run off. Now we get an intermission. Ray, take it away.
Oh, the Rico's nachos? Fucking
See?
weird fucking Rico's nachos like intervention. Like what was this? What was this? Why did you take old concession stand footage and do this to us
Because
for
if
no
you went-
reason?
Yeah, let's actually skip this part.
If you went to
No, I think it doesn't. I thought it was a fucking ad at first, and I was like, "This is it's just selling a hot dog."
if
You
you
put
went
an
to
ad in a movie
you.
on streaming that already has ads.
Yep.
if you
Like,
go to a Grindhouse movie.
Oh, do they have an intermission?
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do.
fucking care, man.
Well,
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's usually because there's a double feature. You don't put it in the middle of a movie you're already watching.
Thank you. I thought you were
Right.
going to defend
So
them again.
when you watch like when Death Proof and Planet Terror came out, Planet Terror, right? Yeah. When those came out, I went to go see it in theaters, and it was awesome because they had an intermission that was full of a bunch of fake trailers, which is where the Eli Roth Thanksgiving thing comes from.
Right.
And also Machete, right? That's in there. Those were fake trailers they made, and then Robert Rodriguez was like, "Oh,
that's cool.
we should like get you to get the guys to make it real." And they put fake commercials in there and a fake nacho stand thing, all that stuff.
Wow, so there's some thought process behind it, not literally just doing commercials.
Yeah.
That
Also,
aren't
how
real.
do you not?
No, they were
nobody
real.
gets
It's
They
a
were
problem.
real. That's the thing. How do you not get sued? Like
Because they don't exist. They're companies that don't exist anymore. So.
Oh, those fucking.
All right, yeah, thanks. Yeah, they put commercials in it.
Yep.
What's
Serves-
next? Fuck, that is the least fun fact. I fucking hate this movie for that part. It pissed me off when they
Yeah,
did
it was so fucking annoying. I did watch the entire intermission too.
Really? I started skipping around.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
I
I was
watched
like,
the
I was
entire
starting to
thing.
see what was going on, and then I was like, I just listened to see if they were making it funny, and they was literally just not. It was just
No, I listened because I was like, okay, maybe it has something to do with the movie. And then Zach goes, like, as I'm like watching it, he goes, you could skip this because it's literally just intermissions. And then I, at that moment, said, if I skip this, then I have to watch the rest of the movie.
Jesus, it was like a break.
Like an actual intermission.
But that's not how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, you're not supposed to get to intermission and go, oh, God, I got to go back in there.
I can breathe.
Okay, so intermission's over. We come back to them walking through the woods. They say the line, what are we going to tell Jack's parents? As if the police aren't going to be a part of that conversation. What are we going to tell his parents? You guys got to go to the police and explain why your friend's dead under a car, but okay. Mm-hmm. Then they have a big fight because everybody's tensions are high, you know? They're trying to finish filming.
Yeah, but they argued like fucking toddlers.
Yeah.
So no one had a real point. No one had a real motivation. Everyone's just saying loud things.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody yell at each other. I'll figure it out later. They walk off into the woods. That's when they later come upon the I think it's the mom. I think that's supposed to be his mom.
Sure.
The
no
Bunnyman's mom
There's
and
no way.
brother.
The hot woman?
I think so. I think she's supposed to be a mom. I'm not sure.
But she said papa.
She did say papa.
She was calling papa,
to
right?
the Bunnyman.
To the fucking gimp looking guy. Whatever it is.
But it could be just like calling, a kink thing.
Yeah.
Like a daddy thing.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever she is, we come across these two in their car talking already. Instead of our main characters running into these side characters, we start as the side characters' view of them. So immediately you're like, who the fuck are these people and why? Mm-hmm. But Melissa is the character name, and it should be mentioned that her real name is Lucia Sullivan, and she was in Devil's Highway. She was in Desperate Housewives, Criminal Minds, Modern Family, Ray Donovan. She's a legit fucking actress, man. So I hope she got at least scale for this. She was also in Shattered Lives.
Yeah, we all got to pay rent.
Yes, and 2011 was not going good. Anyway.
Was that when the housing market crashed? 2008?
Yeah. It was still Fallout, you know?
Yeah.
So they ask her for a ride. She's like, "There's no room. I gotta take my friend to the emergency room. I can come back in 20 minutes and pick you up." That's not good enough for them, which is crazy that you found somebody who might help you. Who's like, "I'll be back in 20 minutes." They don't know. You don't want her to be back in 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. But they're a bunch of fucking dum-dums. They all get in an argument, and then the kid's like, "Well, we gotta make sure we give him to daddy or whatever." So she comes back and is like, "Hey, walk to this abandoned cabin. And then you can go there and you'll be safe because it's dangerous out here at night." She did say a funny line though, where she goes, "Oh, there's a lot of drunk drivers in this area."
Yeah,
which is just that was kind of funny.
I mean, I guess
it's like a funny thing to say.
I don't think you should joke about that.
Yeah. Is there any particular reason? Or?
No, it's just like one of the things you don't joke about.
Drunk driving?
Yeah.
I have a fucking 6-minute bit on drunk driving. It would have been great if she was like, "Hey, you shouldn't walk out here at night. Tiger Woods lives right down the block."
That actually would be relevant back then too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we assume that this next shot is going to be. We just assume that maybe there's this cabin and these people have reached it, and that's who is being murdered. Mm-hmm. But apparently, Bunnyman has gone into a totally different cabin or house or whatever it is to murder.
Maybe he owns multiple properties.
That's true.
We don't know because the woman that he goes to kill is not a part of the rest of the movie at all. This is a scene they spliced in later for this cut.
Oh, you're talking about that part?
Yeah,
where we see full on pussy
and tits, and I knew I recognized those tits from somewhere. And it is none other than Darcy, the mail girl from The Last Drive-In.
Shout out to Darcy.
Yeah, shout out to Darcy for having the only scene in this movie.
Okay, first of all, the scene sits in, like, it's completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
But it is the only good scene in the movie because it's like actually well done and like it's kind of jarring and disturbing. Where like, you're like, holy shit, this is actually really fucking violent and gruesome.
It's like a guy who made his
except for the beginning, right when he stabs her. I was just like, okay, well that sucks. And then the rest of it when that kind of like lingers and prolongs, I was like, oh, that's good. And then it ends on just her awkwardly in the tub, and I was just like, okay, well, how did she fall in this?
It's shot like a guy who shot a movie and then has learned some things through the course of 8 years, and then shot a really good kill scene.
And then was just like, I got to make the porn star look hot before the scene ends.
Yeah, and then the titties float up out of the water.
Yeah.
Well, they are buoyant.
Yeah.
So,
shout out to Darcy, who has shared our post.
thanks, Darcy.
Yeah, thank you, Darcy. This is the only part of the movie that we're not going to talk that much about.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Darcy did great.
Darcy did fucking awesome.
All right. So we find out that kill in that place has nothing to do with anything beyond the fact that a bunny came in and murdered that woman. Now we find out that the kids never made it to the cabin because they took a little napsky poo under a tree. There's no audio for some reason for a chunk. Whew, we got to get through this. It's starting to weigh on me now.
Yeah.
You guys are rubbing off on me. So,
well, I mean, I'm sorry, but most of the fun facts are like, oh, so they just also fucked this up.
Yeah, I mean, we're literally guessing. My favorite thing.
There's like audio spikes everywhere, and just like then it's like you can literally hear like the fucking microphones fucking up, and they're like, I feel like somebody who's editing this was like, oh, I'm gonna keep that because you guys are going for Grindhouse, you need a little bit of like noise, and it's just like, okay, well that's not what fucking noise is, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
He's like, please, I'm just trying to leave, man.
Look, I took all the worst parts of film from the 70s and I put them all in one movie.
Look, I have so much more sound design projects to do right now. I need to finish this.
This is a great one. You guys will love this quote. This is part of a larger quote from the director about the Bunnyman Grindhouse cut. To show the director's true vision.
Yeah.
This would imply that someone was trying to stop him from showing his true vision.
Is he constantly drunk?
Like, what stopped you from your true vision? This wasn't from a studio.
Oh, it's your true vision? Get glasses, dog.
Yeah. You can't see.
All right. So,
What is it? Look at those fun facts and you tell me something. Is there anything that actually feels fun?
there is no fun facts.
No
one has anything to say about this movie beyond the fact that it exists. And you can watch it.
Everybody is treating this movie like it's like repressed memories. They're like, what Bunnyman? I've never heard of it. I was in a movie named Bunnyman. If you don't shut the fuck up, I swear to God.
I assumed that the one part where they must have lost the audio, and so then they thought I guess a funny thing to fix that would be to have some people doing some fake accents over it as though it were like a giallo dubbed horror movie from the 80s or something. But then I watched the credits, and it doesn't say Italian voiceover. It says Russian voiceover. All right, Bunnyman kills a girl with a chainsaw. Yeah. The rest of them run to a cabin. The guy gets a chainsaw back from the Bunnyman somehow. They take a mattress, and they put it up over the door. And the Bunnyman tears through it, and a bunch of CGI feathers from inside the bed go everywhere because there's feathers in a bed.
Yeah. Small too. I mean, if it was a pillow top bed, then yeah, there would be feathers in it.
There's a pillow. What is pillow top bed? That's a thing.
You never heard of it? No.
Wait, do they use feathers?
I would assume so because it would be like a pillow.
Not all pillows don't have feathers in them. That's just some of them.
Not all pillows, sure, but my pillows do.
I would assume the pillow top bed doesn't have feathers.
How many birds do you have to kill to get that much?
You would hope they're ethically sourced.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that job? You're just sitting around waiting for pigeons to die.
So how do they? The movie ends. The movie just ends, man.
Sean is like 15 minutes of the movie, but I don't blame him at all.
I am sorry. This was the hardest watch of my life.
Right. Yeah.
The one dude with the white shirt. It doesn't matter. John. He gets outside and he goes into. It looks like some sort of a chicken coop or like a not chicken coop, like a space to house animals, right? Mm-hmm. And that shot is fucking killer. The dust coming up into the sunlight coming through, and then they're able to, like, you can tell everything they shot in the house, they actually had time to set up like dolly tracks because the camera movement is perfect.
Yeah,
and like it's like somebody else came in. I think that's who the cinematographer is the guy they brought in to shoot just that part.
He like everything else was shot on his day off. And then he rewatched the footage and he was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Hey, can you put and someone? Anyway, fucking great shots all through right up until the kill when they do the whole like they try to do the grindhouse kill because back in the day we didn't have money and there was special effects weren't as good in the 70s, so you're like, how do we make this look good? You slow-mo and like zoom into the eyeball and all that stuff. So they do all that. They're not pulling it off.
And then it fucking hard pivots.
Hard pivots.
So he murders that guy, but then he goes outside because the girl climbs up in a tree to get away from him, which is not how you get away from a killer. She climbs up in a tree, and then he starts chopping down the tree with a chainsaw. And then because it costs too much money or is an issue to chop down a real tree, because I assume that chainsaw is not truly functional and chainsaw needs. They don't show the tree fall down, but they do show her fall out of it. And then he picks her up and takes her off, tortures her in the cabin, and kills her. They didn't really do... They have a CGI drill through a foot moment. And it looks terrible.
Looks real bad.
Why even...
Sean didn't get to see this part. And this is the first time Sean hadn't watched the entire movie, and not only was I not mad, I was entirely jealous.
And you notice, this is a different one where I was like, I totally could have. Like, I just had the time, and I fucking started turning off. I was like, I need to listen to music right now in this car ride because I'm fucking pissed.
Did you hear the second song? There's another song.
Yeah, there was another song.
It's the same singer-songwriter.
Not the thing they were doing
stuff.
at the end. No, I did not see that.
There's
so
a bunch of bunch of stock footage. This song did not work out the way that it's okay. It's all right. It didn't work out the way that the first song did, where it was funny and made sense and was relevant to the scene. They showed a bunch of stock footage that they started to layer over each other of nature being destroyed in a song about how we're destroying nature.
And they started talking about climate change.
Yeah. And then it ends on...
And you wonder why people vote Republican.
He said that too.
Did you?
And then it ends showing a little boy superimposed over... Not superimposed. Half opacity imposed over a nuke going off.
Stupid.
As in, we're destroying the future for the children.
I got the symbolism.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's fucking loud and clear.
Anyway, then we move on. Then we move on to family dinner, where we see the crazies eating together. We get to see the reveal of the scarred up face of the Bunnyman. After his daughter or whoever it is, wife, yells at him a bunch and makes him take it off.
To take off his bunny thing at the table.
Yeah. They think they're gonna. The friends think the two surviving friends think they're gonna be able to save the blonde girl. The attempt fails because they don't do anything or have a plan. They just break in and immediately get punched in the face. They both get punched in the face and then tied down.
As Mike Tyson says, you always have a plan until you get punched in the face.
Absolutely.
So they anticipated that.
Yeah. Rescue attempts failed to get punched in the face. This sound. Okay, I'm not even gonna. We're just moving on. The mom tries to torture. The mom tortures the girl. Clearly the audio is lost, or not lost, but wasn't recorded correctly because you can tell it's the camera audio and not the boom mic audio, based on how it sounds. So in order to cover it, now this is all conjecture. We may be incorrect, but I think we agreed on this. It looks like they lost the boom mic audio. And it was too low, so they figured the best way to cover that would be it's too noisy to hear. So they played music and then chainsaw sounds when the chainsaw happens.
On what was probably like the best acting in the entire fucking movie.
And then they didn't subtitle it the way you normally would if you can't hear something in a movie on purpose. Then you subtitle it, because if you're intentionally letting people not hear clearly, then you would still want them to know what's being said unless it's a quick thing. But this
at
is
that
like
point, just play the bad audio.
It's like a 10-minute scene.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah.
I'd rather to hear poorly than not be able to hear it because of 1930s copyright free fucking loose jazz.
It's exactly what I did on my YouTube video I made when I was in middle school called Landslide by Fleetwood Mac official music video.
Can you send me the link for that?
Yeah. No, it's actually it's been copyright taken down. You'd have to watch it on my computer.
Can you give me? I'll tell everybody your address so they can come watch
the point is that the fucking you just see me having a conversation with someone in a unicorn mask. Doesn't really matter why. But we're having a full conversation.
I think it matters.
Well, they don't even bring up the unicorn mask because it reminded me of the bunny mask. And then that's it. That's like you just see us talking, and Landslide's playing over it, and so you just see me talking the words. And I was literally looking. I was like, I made that. I didn't make YouTube videos. I was in 7th grade.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Why are you get this shit out of here? Why are you guys doing the same techniques as me? I'm terrible.
I'm 12.
I'm 12
years old.
I was horny.
Yeah.
I was going through puberty, man.
He just thought that if he got blew up on YouTube, he'd get laid.
Yeah, by another hot 12-year-old.
And you thought Landslide was going to be the song.
Yeah, it actually was doing well. It had a few thousand. It had a few thousand views, and
That's
then
impressive.
they took it down.
That's actually not bad.
Because
Yeah,
people kept complaining that it wasn't actually the official music video.
Oh my god. Yeah, Sean, you did name it. You did name it the thing that it's not. I mean, it's one thing to use somebody else's music, but to say that it's exactly the thing that is not yours is pretty wild.
They came down on me hard.
Someone from YouTube showed up at your house.
They let me. I tried to contest it.
Pissed, dude.
I tried to contest it. They did not hear me.
You tried to contest it. You thought you were gonna get it away.
I was like, how do you fucking know?
Oh, dude. The guy who just like types in Fleetwood Mac official video and then sees you and he's like, what the fuck?
Can you imagine?
Somebody has to do something about this 12-year-old Sean.
Can you imagine being the guy at YouTube who got the strike
so funny.
and then gets the appeal? And then they go, no. Why would this even? Why would he try?
How do you know I'm not Fleetwood Mac?
You're a 12-year-old kid talking to another 12-year-old kid.
How do you know you're not the band Fleetwood Mac?
Or the guy with?
so good.
They're like, maybe this person doesn't know.
Okay, let's bring this home, boys.
All right, last one.
Last one. Yeah, you're not too far off. Okay. So the guy gets loose. He sets the girl free. He gets a chainsaw, murders the mom or sister, whoever the fuck she is.
And then it's a hard cut to them driving away.
Yeah.
They don't explain how they escaped.
Got a car, nothing.
Got a car, nothing. They did show him give her the keys.
Okay, see, that's not bad.
That was the closest thing. But like, then the Bunnyman watched his sister mom get murdered and then does nothing and they get away.
And then he chases them in the truck.
Eventually.
But they come up with a plan and they pull over and he's like, she's dead. Are you happy now? You can take her. Just leave me alone. And
after her never being injured outside of being punched in the face.
Yeah, they didn't even pretend to kill her in front of him. That would have been a way to sell it. But the Bunnyman's stupid, you know. He's been through some stuff. He's not very bright. He gets out and he accepts the gift of dead girl body that they're going to do God knows what with. Puts her in the cab of the truck, but then we find out she's still alive. Her eyes flash open. She has a pair of scissors with her and she stabs him to fucking death.
Yeah.
And then they drive away.
That was it.
But then we find out the reveal. Bunnyman's still alive as he walks off into the sunset.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, it takes a lot to kill someone with a pair of scissors.
Yeah. What?
Probably had to stab a few more times.
Obvious. Like that was so. What?
You want?
I just assumed they didn't even need to show us the part.
Yeah.
I thought they were just sparing his life.
Whose life?
The Bunnyman.
bunnies.
Oh, the Bunnyman. Yeah.
And also, they took his car. Like, why did they take his truck?
Yeah,
why
I was
didn't
wondering that too.
Why didn't they go back in the nice
The
air conditioned?
And it was really nice. Like, it looked new. It looked like it just been cleaned.
Yeah, it was a 2011 F-150.
Which is when this movie came out.
That was gotten off of a loan by the director who was just like, this movie's gonna make so much money.
Here's how you know that they weren't worried about making money.
he was like, I'm gonna pay this truck. Trust me, I'm gonna pay this truck off as soon as it hits.
Here's how you know that they didn't think anybody was going to see that movie, though. They didn't even bother to try and cover up all the like product placement on accident stuff. Like, the Ford F-150, they just show it.
Yeah. I mean, or they thought,
a bunch of stuff.
Or they probably thought they were gonna make so much money
that they would give them money.
that they were like,
Because they'd be able to afford F-150.
they were like, no, you understand? Ford's gonna like tell us we did a great job.
I would like to try something new today.
Okay.
While I'm plugging our sponsors, would you mind looking up the Rotten Tomatoes scores? And Ray and I are going to do it today.
Oh.
A little Easter surprise, you know? So here's the thing. We want to thank our sponsors, number one.
Yeah.
Maxwell Farms.
Check
them out. And also Valley of Oh Lollipops.
I will say like I have been using the CBD rub very frequently. I now put it on the edge of my noses or my nostrils when I go into the sauna or the steam room. Because it just opens me up.
Nice.
Love it. It's really good. So hit up Maxwell's Farms for that CBD vapor rub.
Yep, and you can find that in the description of the video. Mm-hmm. And also our friends at Valley O, you can get all of their artisanal movie-themed lollipops and other things that they have.
Yeah.
Just check out their link as well. Also, shout out to our Patreon members.
Yeah, shout out Patreon.
We got our top-tier members.
Kelly and Nicole.
And Pete.
And
then also...
Pete.
Thanks, Sinatra.
Oh, sorry. What? I was looking up reviews.
You're good. And then we got Jackie
and Stephen Mitchell.
That's right.
Yeah, baby.
So we want to thank you guys for watching. We also want to end on our usual Easter message, which is...
Jesus was real, but the Catholic Church isn't. Sorry, was that
Wait, it's the other way around.
What? No.
You can prove the Catholic Church was here.
Well, you can prove Jesus was real, but the Catholic Church is, is a false organization.
We're not doing it.
All right.
You can't prove Jesus was here.
Well, he wasn't in this apartment. No.
There's no tomato meter. It's empty.
There you go.
Are you serious? It's completely zero?
There's an audience one popcorn meter. Is that the same thing? Is that the audience one?
Yeah, what is it?
I think so.
Oh, wait, don't tell us.
Go ahead. Guess.
Anything the audience.
5%.
I'm going to say 32%.
22%. So.
Ooh. So Zach gets it.
To buy a hair.
I know.
But like then you see like these dumb fucks that review it. There's a guy that gave it 5-star that said, I mean, it's not that good, but it needed someone to like it.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Needed someone to like it.
Yeah, fun prank. Go like this movie and give it a good score so other people watch it. Our usual Easter message is when it comes to Easter, don't go buy bunnies and then give them as gifts. That's not unless you know somebody who wants a bunny so they can take care of one and have one and know the amount of work that it takes to do that in a way that is ethical and kind, then you can get someone a bunny. Yeah. Otherwise, just go to a shelter.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of bunny shelters, and you can volunteer to help out bunnies. You can go see them, but you don't have to keep them in your house if you don't think you're going to be able to keep up with it.
Yeah.
If you do want to keep up with it, there's lots of great information out on the internet and lots of good organizations that help with bunny adoption and keeping bunnies happy.
Don't adopt a bunny, adopt a child.
Yeah, children.
I
Children
like
eventually
the same thing apply. You should know what you're doing. With the kids, you can just kind of let them roam free.
Yeah, you can just let them go, dude. Yeah. They'll come back. They have to come back.
They have to. Legally, they have to.
Legally, they have to.
Or they're in trouble. Anyway, you want a Pez?
I'll take one.
Oh, holy shit! I think fucking
No.
It's from the dollar store. It's not working great.
I don't want it.
All right. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We love you so much, and we will see you on another episode, our 420 episode, with our sponsor, Max from Maxwell Farms.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, dude.
Should we be high for that?
Yeah, we'll have a separate one on Patreon if you want to see our high
so
episode.
we'll have to do the Patreon episode after.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Turner did it. Good.
Swallow this.